Perillo.
Welcome back. Well, August 16th yesterday, officially the midpoint of our high summer heat. So now we're getting a little bit closer to fall. It's still a couple of months away, but at least temperatures starting to feel a little bit better, even though they haven't changed a whole lot. The dew points and humidity's down today, and that made it feel better in the wake of a weak frontal boundary that passed on through during the course of this weekend. And we see that on the infrared water vapor imagery as we see high pressure building in, northerly winds aloft and northerly winds at the surface associated with this upper level trough that helped bring down that boundary that brought in lower dew points and made for some active thunderstorms during the course of the last couple of days over the weekend. Going back to last week, I'm coming off a 5-day stretch of staycation time, so missed out on all of that and just kind of enjoyed the weather like you do at home. Just, hey, look at that thunderstorm out there this afternoon, and some picturesque pictures as well as my Facebook feed was showing up during the course of the weekend for sure. Now today, lots of sunshine out there, nice and quiet, and that's the way it's going to stay the next couple of days. In the tropics, we have action out here in the Pacific. This is going to be a big storm threatening Baja, but maybe staying out to sea. Elsewhere, Gulf and Caribbean are quiet, but we're looking at a couple of disturbances, one approaching the eastern Caribbean that may develop down the line, and another stronger one that may wait for this other disturbance behind it to catch up to it. This one looks to be maybe a significant system that could become a hurricane, maybe even a major storm depending on its island interactions down the line. But nonetheless, Hurricane Center gives this one a 70% chance of developing over the next 5 days through Friday, and the one that's approaching the eastern Caribbean about a 50% chance of development. It's not going to develop in the Caribbean. In fact, the winds here are too strong, but upper level conditions may become more favorable as this system potentially heads for the Gulf of Mexico. So let's take a look at the water vapor, look at the moisture values coming out of the European model. We can see that one wave heading for the Gulf. It doesn't look overly organized on this, but that doesn't mean we can't have a depression or tropical storm develop here. Again, these are just models. They're approximations of the atmosphere, and that's why we say it's not an official forecast. And the one behind it looking balled up here, and it looks to become a hurricane, possibly, hopefully making a turn before threatening the East Coast, but it's going to be a close call. And this is only 7 days out. This could certainly be more toward the Gulf, or it could be farther to the east, but the bottom line, things are picking up, and it looks like we may have two name systems perhaps later this week. The next names on cue, Laura and Marco. So we'll see which one becomes what, or if we only have one storm, the next name will be Laura. That's queued up. So near term tonight, nice and quiet with fair skies. Tomorrow, another nice day. Temperatures, though, getting into the low to mid 90s, but the humidity staying low, and so will those rain chances as well. So overnight tonight, we'll get down to 72 for your low, so a nice evening ahead. Get out for that evening walk. It's going to be a nice one. 92 to 95 the high tomorrow, low to mid 90s, but the humidity staying low for August, and we'll take it again going into Wednesday. Rain chances of maybe 20%, and then a slightly better chance of afternoon showers and storms. Typical summer-like pattern through the weekend. Next week could be a little bit more interesting with tropical systems possibly threatening the Gulf of Mexico. Jim?
All right, thanks, Rob.